Hey everyone, thank you and welcome for being here. This is take 2. I got through 30 minutes of a reading and realized, I don't know why, but I just felt like I needed to redo this. And I really feel the energy here of prolific change. And I'm going to only touch on what's been happening in our country, and then I'm moving on because that energy is toxic. In fact, this morning I kept hearing that song Toxic by Britney Spears in my head. I don't know, it just kept rolling around. I feel the energy very strong here today of a coming together of sort of like a camaraderie. It's like I feel like I see a brigade of angels, and I feel them sort of arm in arm around the situation. I feel like these angels are sort of saying the darkness can't penetrate through this powerful light. And that's what I feel is happening. It's like this humongous relief, or sort of like there's this brigade of power that the darkness can't penetrate through. And yeah, it's been really chaotic. It's been terrible what's been happening out there. However, I feel a very strong sense of new birth. And I don't mean that because there's an exit of one president and a new one coming in. But it's symbolic, because our path, our life goes in cycles, okay? A new beginning, an ending. I like to only say new beginnings. Endings can be taken very negatively, but that ending always brings you to a new beginning with something beautiful. And I feel like many of you are sort of in this place where it's like, will this ever end? This craziness in our world and our what's going on out there. And you're never going to get me to discriminate or say anything bad about anyone on this channel, because I have my own personal opinions and views on things, but I can't let that affect all of you and me, because it's really super important today. Today is, for some reason, today feels very like a turning point with something in our lives, okay? I feel that this change is so imminent. I feel it so strong, and I know it's here for all of us. You know, I have all kinds of tools for my backdrops when I do these readings, but I was just really noticing the heart on this angel. Do you see it? I was really noticing it today. For some reason, it stood out here, right here. And if you look too, this angel's, there's no eyes or nose or mouth. This is all about spirit. It's about an energy that is so infinite. And so I feel that, I see that heart today, and I feel that all of us are in this place of sort of reconciling things within yourselves, because that is what's needed. And I feel like we have to protect our own energy right now. And we can easily be brought down with everything going on in the world. And I've fallen into that too, where I get so frustrated. But then I have to say to my guides, there must be a reason. And I feel that whatever has been hidden is transparent now. I want to tell you that I had a vision this morning when I was in meditation of a train, actually. Let me just explain. So there was a train going along on its tracks, on its path, and suddenly there was a switch off where you could go in a different direction, sort of like a split, right? But as the train was approaching, I saw a piece of the train, like it was faded, like a ghost train almost. A piece of the train coming off, sort of like a duplicate of the train, but lighter, and it was like sort of faded out. So I call it the ghost train. But that piece of the train that came off went off in a different direction, kind of faded out. And the train that shed that piece of the train seemed to speed up because it felt lighter. And it felt more like it was more on a more clear trajectory, okay? A more clear destination. And it felt like a burden had been lifted. And so I'll tell you too, during when I was seeing that train and the piece of the train come off, and then the train gets lighter and it goes on its way, even picking up speed. I was hearing, it's funny because I was hearing this song, Toxic, by Britney Spears. And I'm not promoting that artist at all, that's just what I heard. But I'm telling you that it would fit so much. It really made sense. And I feel this very imminent piece of all of us leaving that doesn't need to be there. It's karma, it's some stuck energy. It's on the heels of that train, I saw a new baby. And I saw like a proud parent holding this new baby. And just being in that moment where everything felt miraculous and that nothing else mattered in the world. But this newness, this freshness, this beautiful, purified being that came to life. And so for some of you, I know this will make sense. And I know that it will bring a resonance with you. For some of you, it may not. And if it doesn't, that's fine. But I wanted to be here today to explain that, what I saw this morning. Because with everything going on in the world, it's symbolic. It is whatever wasn't transparent is transparent now. I don't want to go into it too much because I'm not gonna badmouth anybody. Whether it doesn't matter what I believe, as far as I'm not going to give you my political views, is what I'm trying to say. But what I want to say is that you can only be, certain things that aren't right or are hidden can only be hidden for so long. And then the truth comes out. It is transparent. Like that piece of the train that came off and went on a different path. It needed to go. And so there are cycles with everything in life, with the presidency, with everything. And so something that needs to end will end. Something that needs to begin will begin. And it's all in the energy that we put out there affects everything around us and everyone, whether we realize it or not. And so if we come upon this, whatever it is that's change in your life, and we know there's going to be change, if we kick and scream, it's going to be hard. It's like this beautiful gift that the universe gives us, all wrapped up really nice. And because it's not, I'm going to just use this as an example. Because it's not packaged right, or it doesn't look like you thought it would, you kind of dismiss it. No, I don't like, that's not what I wanted. No. But what we do to ourselves is we kind of say thanks but no thanks to this beautiful gift. whatever it is the universe is bringing, whatever change is coming in. And we don't realize that we're keeping ourselves stuck. And by resisting change, by resisting these beautiful gifts that come into our life for our own good, we keep ourselves stuck in imprisonment, in our heart imprisoned, or that energy stuck. So as human beings, it is hard sometimes to accept change. Not many people accept change easily or gracefully. But what I'm reminded of with this business of the current president not wanting to leave office and whatever, it's like, okay, but sometimes we just don't have a choice. We have to accept fate and know that whatever that is that comes in for us, it's for our own good. And sometimes for the good of many other people. I'm not going into politics, guys, so don't read into this. But what I feel here is a huge transformation. And I'm not saying in regards to the presidency and how the world is going to be. I'm saying within ourselves. I saw those trains, the main core of the train, shedding that toxic energy and moving forward on its path, on its trajectory forward into something, wherever the destination is. We may not even know where our destination is, but we know that if we have faith and we trust that this trajectory, this shedding of whatever it is that we need to shed, we're coming into a new, beautiful, transformational place for ourselves, for our personal growth. And our energy does affect the world around us. And so if we jump on the bandwagon with, yes, we're human, we're going to feel certain things and react to certain things that aren't right and just deplorable, like what happened with at the Capitol and that kind of thing. So when we jump on the bandwagon and hate and have that energy of hate and disgust, and yes, those are morals. Excuse me. That is us being aware of our morals and expressing that in anger, though. And so it's like when we jump on that bandwagon with everybody else that's hating right now, what does that do for us? Really? I've had discussions with people who say, why aren't you reacting more harshly to this? Partly it's my personality, but the other thing is that I don't want that toxic energy in my life. Yes, I have opinions. Yes, I have feelings on what's happening, but I also have to but focus on my own spiritual growth and protect my energy. And that's what we need to do right now. And so I feel this huge transformation, right? Of this duality here. I shuffled these prior to in my other reading, which I didn't go forward with. But this card came out and it's still grabbing my attention. We have the ability, guys, to make a conscious choice to not dive deep into that toxicity. I feel like people that were directly involved in the riot and the kind of overtaking the Capitol, whatever, I feel like they kind of just dove head in, just dove in and said, use their anger to fuel them through the process of doing what they did. And I feel like that energy was so toxic. But I'm not judging anyone. I'm saying that we have the conscious choice to, and I told someone the other day, I said, I choose to pray about this. And that person was very angry, not with me, but just angry, and was like, don't you understand? Yeah, that doesn't work. We need boots on the ground or this or that. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, you have a right to your own feelings and opinions. I, being the person I am, and not saying I'm higher, loftier than anybody else, I prefer to pray. And I do get angry sometimes. But I don't want that energy to stay with me or be in my house or my family. We've been through enough this year. And so I want to keep my energy at a spiritual level as much as I possibly can. I feel like this spirit is saying it's very crucial right now to choose to be in a more spiritual mindset here. Don't get me wrong. Spirit isn't saying forgive everyone that did what they did or condone everything that they did. Spirit is saying worry about you. Yes, that was deplorable. Pray. Be in a conscious and very spiritual energy where you can say, I know you'll help us through this, God. And I know this must have happened for a reason. I do feel that certain things come to light when they need to, so that everybody else can see and open their hearts, open their minds, and see with a new perspective what really is going on. And yes, it's a shame. But after every storm, there is sunshine. And there is a new day. And so I feel like I needed to, Spirit kind of needed to come through me and say this, because it is a very beautiful opportunity for us to reach a mature level within our energy, within our spirit, to help ourselves throughout all of this by sort of nurturing our own spirit, our own energy, okay? I'm going to do some cards, but I don't know, Spirit keeps talking, and I'm just going to say whatever needs to be said here. Everybody is going through some sort of transformation right now. That's the way it is in life. We just do. Transformation after change, you might want to call it change. For some of us, I feel like it is a spiritual revolution, a spiritual transformation, a ascension. It is shedding of the toxic energy that's there, moving forward with lighter energy. And so I do want you to kind of just take a moment and thank your guides, okay? And ask for help with whatever it is you need to transform within yourself. Whatever it needs to be let go of, so you can have lighter energy moving forward. I feel as if Archangel Michael is always here, but I'm going to do a few cards here. I feel like we are surrounded by so much support and so much love by our guides, by our angels, that how can we not move forward in our spiritual path with lighter energy? And I'm someone who's very in tune with my own spirit and my connection with my guides, my angels. And I do feel that very strong sense. Look, see? Archangel Michael, thank you. And he says, focus on divine and perfect health. This is huge, guys. It's not just New Year's resolution, let's fix our diets, let's exercise more. This is a very deep, emotional, spiritual energy here that he's saying, this advice. Focus upon divine, perfect health. Because anything divine, I feel like anything related to the divine, God, is pure and it's perfect. And us as human beings, we cannot be perfect because we're human beings. But he's saying focus on it. Look to that. Look to the strength and the purified energy that comes with healing and shedding of toxicity and lightening our own load, right? Moving forward with lighter energy, sometimes being propelled forward. And so he's saying be focused on that, and it will make your journey easier. There's a lot of energy right now, guys, as you know. That's very negative. It can be scary. It is concerning. Yes, it is. And I know people that fill their day with worry over this. And that's just who they are. But look at what would happen if we repurpose that worry and we focus on healing. What would happen? I feel like a coming together of people with like energy to come together and to really put forth a very powerful focus on divine healing would bring miraculous results. I do feel that very strongly. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael for one more card of advice. So I feel like our angels are asking us to help them, okay? Please help me with this situation, whatever it is that you are in right now or going through. Our angels are there for us to guide us. And some of you, I know some people don't see that as very helpful because you kind of see things in black and white, sort of like, you know, it is or it isn't. I can't believe whatever I don't see. But this is where faith comes in. This is where miracles come in, where we put our faith and trust in our guides to help us through things. That doesn't mean that we give up, we lay down, we wait for a miracle. It means that we are joining as a team, tag teaming with our guides to make things better for ourselves and the world around us. Okay? I'm gonna ask our Healing with the Angels for advice here, because I know there's something more, and I feel that there's something more that needs to be said. I feel that when I saw that, I had a vision of someone holding a baby. I saw it as, in that moment, I saw it as a couple things, a couple stories here. Someone welcoming a new baby into their family. But I also saw it as a spiritual symbol of something new coming in, something fresh, okay? So for those of you who I saw holding a new baby, that someone's either having a baby or is pregnant during this terrible time, it's really, really important that you put yourself into a spiritual place as much as you can, because this will affect your child. Or newborn baby coming in. So it's really important to put yourself in a spiritual place as much as you can, because we can't bring in old energy or stuck or, you know, all of those low energies into a new beginning, because it will not, it's going to be, there will be issues with that. I feel like there'll be a lot of conflicting energy. And so when you bring a baby into the world, you want to make everything perfect for that tiny little being that you just created. And so when you have a baby, that's all you can think. You want to protect this baby. I want everything perfect for this baby. So I feel this spiritual energy of, yes, that's true in one sense for the physical, but it's so huge with the spiritual part of this. And so I feel like our angels have something more to say on that. Okay? Stay away, guys, from too much oversaturation of the current events. What I feel here is that Spirit wants us to sort of not become recluses, but shield ourselves from that toxic energy, because you're coming up upon a split in the road where you either are going to hang on to that negative energy or you're going to let it go and finally be rid of it. And I feel like some of us may not have a choice, that the universe will remove something, right? This is where you decide, do I struggle with this change, or do I just let it go and be on my way? For me, I know that in 2020, I had no choice. I lost something very precious to me in the physical form. I lost my son, of course. I say that all the time. But I didn't have a choice. It's not like I could say, no, please don't go away. I didn't have a choice. And so with certain things in life, they're fated. You don't have a choice. And I will say that I have gotten through this with my faith in God and my angels and the support of people around me. But I made that conscious decision. Yes, I will mourn. But I made that decision to sort of allow that change to come in. It does me no good to fight it. He's not here anymore on this plane. I can't keep fighting and wishing and hoping and saying, please, 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 I need you back and all that. I have learned so much from that. You cannot control certain things, guys. And you do yourself a disservice when you get into that energy and you fight. Some things you cannot fight. And I'm not saying the change or whatever change is coming in is going to be painful. I'm saying it has to go, whatever it is. Like I said, it could be karma. It could be something closing out of a cycle that has been going on for lifetimes. And finally, it's going away and moving you into a lighter place. And I believe that is a key to healing in grief, is to allow the process to happen instead of fighting it. I do believe that is the way that I have been able to manage throughout this horrific thing that happened. But enough of that. I wanted to just use that as an example. Practice being in a lighter energy. And when that time comes that you have a path that splits off, you let it go. I was telling a friend of mine the other day, this person is in a situation where she doesn't quite know what to do. And I said, that's because you're not ready. And when the time comes, if it's fated, you'll know it and you will leave things behind, or it's fated and it will happen automatically. It happens. Things happen in our lifetime that cause us to kind of go, I'm a deer in the headlights. I don't know what to do. It's because you're not ready. And when you are, and when that timeline is there for you, it will happen. You will automatically move forward. You will. Because divine timing is everything. Anything to do with the divine it's in your highest good. Okay? So relax, take a breath, allow things to happen, allow changes to happen, and do your part as well to be in that hand in hand with the universe, so to speak, to move forward, to allow the changes to go on lighter travel, Surrender to light energy, guys. Okay? And I've heard that statement, that quote, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I feel like these moments in our lifetime, events that happen, kind of, we kind of come into that place where we decide this is going to make me stronger or I'm just going to break down. We have more power than we think in certain situations and in everything. We are very powerful, empowered, intelligent beings. And I don't think that we allow ourselves to believe that we are sometimes. So I do want to I've been seeing a lot of numbers lately, and this is something that happens in my path where I see synchronicities. 1111, sometimes I see the threes, I see sevens, but I feel like many of you, I feel like sixes are prevalent right now for some reason. And so I kind of want to just go over that. I have this book that I use that a lot of times I can get the intuitive what it means, but here we go. 670. See, I told you I see sevens a lot. 670 is the number that I was feeling, and I feel like this 6, 7, and 0 are representative of 0 is, I feel, is God, because God is infinity, and the circle, if you want to drill down into it, the circle is enclosed, it is complete, it is everything. It is God. And so I feel that the number 7 is a very spiritual number, like an inner, like your own inner sanctuary, spiritually speaking. It is a very spiritual connection. And the number 6 is, it's like maybe your life, like your own personal path, so to speak. So I feel like God is helping you to put your life on track. He's keeping track of where you are, or he or she, however you see God. This divine energy is sort of like, this is your track here. Are you going to keep that heavy weight with you? Or are you going to let it go? Because I feel like God is helping us to put our life on course and stay on course, to continue to follow the light. And if you look at, if I am going to look at that number and the meaning of it, I have this book here, Angel Numbers 101. So in looking at that now, it is very similar to what I just said. God is helping you put your life on course, so continue to follow the light. So 6, 7, and 0 is a very interesting number. And know that you're not alone. God is with you to help us get back on track, to stay on track, and to help us navigate with all the changes that come in. So I believe that I think this is it for the messages right now. I don't see anything else. I will ask one more time with the Healing with the Angels card deck to see if there's any last piece of advice. I do feel like there is something. I don't know why, but I feel like that energy is here, guys, of big time support. Thank you. Yeah, look at this. Enchantment. Now, I feel like this is a miracle card. I feel like this is the energy coming in that is leading us, guiding us, helping us with this miraculous energy. I feel like it's miracles. Okay? Is that a unicorn? Or is that a horse? It's a unicorn. Unicorns are very majestic and what is it? Is it called fantasy? That type of energy, like that. So I feel that this is a very, how do I say it, beyond what we can fathom. in regards to transformation, in regards to miracles, in regards to us, maybe even a year from now, not recognizing who we are because we have come so far and moved in such a more healthy direction. That's what I feel with this right here. Okay? So, guys, we are on this path. We are on it. There's no getting off your path. You are on your path. Each of us have our own individual path. And yes, I do give collective readings because I feel that someone will need to hear this. And we are all energy. We are all light. Let's try to keep our light as possible. And I feel like being able to come together like this on this channel is actually I feel very blessed to be able to do this. Because we are helping each other through something that is not an easy time in our lives. None of us. Stay the course. Stay. Okay? I will do this one last one because I caught my eye. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. So whatever it is that you've been stuck in, it's going away. And it's like I see that train and that piece of it splitting off, and you're like, bye-bye. And so it's more, I don't think that it's going to be traumatic for you guys. I don't. I feel like it's that energy, that's light that's coming in to assist you to be able to move past all of that. Okay? I am with you always, and I love you all. I wish you a very blessed week ahead. I will probably be back sooner rather than later because I feel my energy coming back again. And boy, does it feel good to give this reading. I missed it. I tried all week and I was guided not to. So here we are with this reading. And I wish you many blessings and good health. Until next time, go with light, go with love. Namaste.